90 pounds, Zepbound, weigh-in, vacation edition. Hi, friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have been on Zepbound and Mounjaro tirzepatide for the last 17 full months, losing 90 pounds on my Zepbound weight loss. I started off with Mounjaro because of the Mounjaro shortage, moved to Zepbound because of the Zepbound shortage, and now on the Zepbound compound, tirzepatide, and am rocking and rolling here on vacation. I wanted to do an update, a weigh-in update from my vacation to talk a little bit more about weight loss for Zepbound weight loss or WEGOVY weight loss, or if you're on semaglutide or tirzepatide, if you're on the compound like I am. Some things, 6 things that have been helpful for my weigh-in and hopefully will help you a vacation mode. This is my second summer being on Zepbound, and what has happened during this vacation that varied from my last vacation and previous vacations. I vacation where we are right now for the last, I don't know, 25 plus years. So this is like my vacation, like everywhere I go is old hat. We've been going there for decades and things like that. So this has been weird. This has been very weird to go from this obese person to now doing things. Literally today, I just booked a fishing trip for my son. And last year, if you guys recall, in the summer last year, my son, I asked him, you can go anywhere you want in the United States. Where would you like to go? He wanted to go to Alcatraz. And so while we were there, he wanted to go fishing. And I took him. That never would have happened being morbidly obese. And I'm still technically considered overweight with my 90-pound weight loss. This was over at the pool yesterday. It's been so much fun here. And I'll put, by the way, if you are interested in like my pool cover up stuff and then my rash guard, I still am wearing a rash guard. I just don't feel fully comfortable yet with my arms in my bathing suit and like my décolleté area. So I do wear a rash guard and, but let's talk about activity. That's number one of this weigh-in. I think it's really pertinent. I had talked to my dear friend, one of my besties, David, before leaving, and I'm like, I am going to bring my scale with me. I'm going to bring, you guys know I'm obsessed with, I have a certain syncing scale that syncs to my phone. There's a smart tape measure, and I'm going to bring the syncing blood pressure cuff. It all syncs together in one app. I'm going to bring that all with me to the beach. And my bestie, David, is like, are you crazy, Elizabeth? Like, have you lost your daggone mind? He didn't say it quite like that, but similar. And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm going to bring my scale to stay on track. And he's like, why don't you just go on vacation and enjoy your vacation? And I thought about it and I prayed about it. And I'm like, he's right. He's totally right. Why am I taking this scale with me on my vacation? Why don't I enjoy my vacation? And what I have learned the last 17 months with my new food choices and making these permanent lifestyle changes, because Eli Lilly tells us in the literature for Mounjaro and Zepbound, we need to make permanent lifestyle changes with our physical activity and with our food. Why do I not practice what I've learned and actually put it into implementation? Because if I've truly learned it, I will be practicing it, right? It's not just words, it's me actually doing it. And so that was number one, was the change in activity level for me has been dramatic. Now, while I've been down here, I had another allergic reaction on my face. I ended up having to go to the emergency room. That's a story for another day. It has nothing to do with Zepbound or GLP-1 medications. It's a long story as to why I had it. It's all good. It's all good is the bottom line. My face is healing. It's still very swollen. It like ballooned up like a watermelon. And so my activity was going to be something different than what it was, but I'm now getting back into doing my activity is the point. And so swimming, biking, walking. This morning I walked for 30 minutes. I'm going to go out to the pool after I film these. I'm going to go back out I'm like, I want to go back out to the pool. I want to go sit by the pool. I'm going to go back out to the pool. But that puffiness in my face and that allergic reaction somewhat changed my activity levels, but it's not stopping me. I am sore. My muscles are sore. I feel like this triathlete. I'm like, who is this? Biking and swimming and walking, and my muscles are actually sore, so much so that I had my injection, was it 2 days ago, a day ago? And I told my husband, the count, I said, I think that my sore muscles are because of my shot. And part of it may be because I did inject in the buttocks for my compound with tirzepatide. That's different than what Eli Lilly tells us. We'll talk about that later. But the sore muscles are because I'm working out so much. And this is huge for me. Huge, 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 huge. So taking off this, I like to do non-scale victories. Yes, I've lost 90 pounds total. I don't know what my scale weigh-in is this week. I normally weigh pretty much every day, and I haven't been. It's the activity is telling me I'm on the right path, and that has been huge for me. So that's tip number one. from Vacation Edition, I'm able to physically do more. Are you able to physically do more? I would love to know in the comments down below. Let's iron sharpens iron. Tell me in the comments, or if you're working out, first and foremost, high five. Many of you work out while watching these videos or doing other things. Think in your brain, okay, what am I physically doing different than I was this time last summer or this time last vacation? Number 2 was obviously food choices. Like movement and food are huge. My food choices are dramatically different even than what they were last year. So last year at this time, I wish I had checked the dose that I was on when I came down. I wish I could check the dose. Oh, it's driving me nuts. I didn't check that. I'm currently on Zepbound 15 milligrams. I was on Mounjaro 15 milligrams because of the Mounjaro shortage. Zepbound 15 milligrams, the highest dose. And now on tirzepatide, highest dose with the compound. And so my appetite suppression, because I've been on this medication for 17 months for my body, again, don't compare too much here, but for me, my appetite suppression has dramatically changed than it was even last year at this time. And so really focusing on protein foods and nutrient dense foods while I was here. And again, my bestie, David, was like, Elizabeth, why don't you focus in on nutrient dense foods? And I'm like, I'm having a really hard time. And I realized this right before vacation. And I've had time to think about it now that I'm on vacation. I have a hard time. I've told this in videos, and many of you resonate with like meat, like making raw meat. It grosses me out. I don't like it. I don't mind eating meat, but I don't like raw meat. It grosses me out. And my bestie David was like, Elizabeth, why don't you get pre-made meats then? Why don't you just do that? And I had at Costco, they have those, sorry, I have like all these fuzzies on my face. I keep like picking my face. It's driving me crazy. He's like, why don't you get pre-made foods? And so when I was here, I was like, okay, there was this erroneous false belief that I had been running with the narrative of, oh, there's so much like deli meat, for example, that's going to kill me because of the preservatives. Well, let's go down the path of having not having the protein and maybe eating more chips or eating other unhealthy foods because I'm not full. And I know when I eat 100 to 120 grams of protein per day, I'm full. I don't superfluously snack. I don't night snack. I'm not eating off plan. I'm getting that protein to help prevent muscle mass, which we know in my other videos I've talked extensively about with my scale tracker. Muscle mass is a huge thing. You have to, like, that's one of the things, not just with Zepbound weight loss or Mounjaro weight loss, but weight loss in general. And so having pre-made foods, when I got down here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the deli and get some fresh cut, beautiful deli cuts. I'm going to get some fresh cottage cheese. I'm going to get some fresh seeds and nuts. And I'm going to try that. And then when I go out to dinner, I'm going to focus in on those proteins. And so we went out to dinner the past 2 nights. And you know what I had? Steamed shrimp, some steamed clam necks, some steamed oysters. Usually I like raw food, but I'm nervous. It's almost 100 degrees here and I'm like nervous about raw food. So I'm like, normally I love raw food, but I'm not. It's like, I'm going to get steamed just to prevent any sort of tummy. I've already been in the ER once this vacation. I'm not trying to go again. And so focusing in on those proteins have been so helpful. Like, what a switch up. And then I'd have a salad with it. So I'd get some steamed shrimp in a salad, or some fish in a salad, or you know what I mean? Or some broccolini. One of the places had beautiful broccolini, local, fresh, really good food, and the chef prepared it really well. I have my protein shakes. You guys know I'm obsessed with Biocare. I'll link them down in the description link below. They're intentionally made protein shakes for folks on semaglutide and tirzepatide. And then also my GNC shakes. If you didn't see that GNC video, both are amazing. And so I've been trying up different proteins, but taking them with me here on my trip has been awesome. Super, super, super helpful. So number 2, changing up my foods. And that also, this has never happened to me. We have a fruit stand near where we're staying. I've been going to the fruit stand to get fresh fruits and vegetables every other day. Today I need to go. It's my reward after doing these videos too. The pool and going to the fruit stand. And so going to the fruit stand, I'm getting fresh fruits, eating beautiful peaches and watermelons and berries. And before, I don't know about you, but for me, vacations were like the signal, like the release the hounds, release the hounds, to completely eat off plan. And so not doing that anymore and focusing on nutrient dense foods like fruits and vegetables, it is so fun to go to that farmer's stand and be like, okay, what do I want? My kid, you know what he's doing? Literally last night we were playing Uno. plan, you know. And he just grabbed a raw tomato and just started eating it like an apple. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I really just wanted a tomato. I'm like, okay, like rock on with your bad self. But like, it's permeating and it's spreading throughout my family, these healthier habits. Now, would I pick up a raw tomato and eat it? No. But I got my peaches and berries and all of these beautiful, fresh, local produce that I can enjoy just as much as I would have, but it's also fueling my body to do those activity levels that I'm doing, like to go be in the swimming pool. If you didn't see on my Countess of Shopping Instagram stories today, I was talking about how I made my own water aerobics class here at the pool. I did it for myself. I made my own water aerobics. And so not focusing in on tracking either has been freeing for me just to have a pause and eat what I feel like. Have I gained weight? I'm sure. I'm probably fluctuated a couple of pounds up, and that's okay. I feel like also combating with my activity level, I'm going to enjoy my vacation. I've not been on a vacation for a year. It's been very daunting for our family. So to have this trip come at like the perfect time to chill out has been amazing. Number 3, I already mentioned not bringing my scale or measuring. I used to weigh daily and I'm not. But one of the things I did was bring my Oura ring. Now I forgot my Oura ring charger. So I ordered a new one and it's not the right one. And so getting shipments here where we're staying is challenging. So my Oura ring is not working. I put it on my hand to show you guys. If you're interested in an Oura ring, I will link it, as is all of my resources and free resources down in the description link below. But the Oura ring is cool because on my phone before it died, I could track my sleep, my activity level. I could track all of this on my Oura ring, which I still did do. So I wasn't weighing, but I could see what was my calories burned with my activity level. How much activity am I doing? Like, it's so cool to see these amazing, beautiful changes. My sleep, for example, and you guys know I am a ride or die. I'm obsessed with bioptimizers for my sleep with the magnesium. Magnesium helps with a ton of stuff, but in particular, my sleep has been fantastic. And that's been helpful. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. I had my shot day a day or two ago. The fatigue was out of control. The level in which I slept. My family, I had forgotten this and I needed to. And so this is my encouragement for you. If you're vacationing with your family or friends, remind them if you do get shot fatigue. I do. My shot fatigue is 24 to 48 hours. I get significantly tired and I have to take naps. I give myself the grace and permission. I give my body permission to rest when it is tired, which is, if you haven't seen my other videos on changing my work schedule on shot days, that has been very helpful for me. So my shot day, I was exhausted. I took a 2.5, 3 hour nap. Now, some of that because I've been doing more activity and I'm tired just because I'm doing more activity. Absolutely. Totally. But some of that, and also because I had been on like steroids and stuff for my face and things like, I'm sure, getting off of all of that. So allowing myself the shot fatigue day to sleep. Just rest, girlfriend, just rest. And I think my family got a little bit annoyed with me and allowing that to be okay also. And explaining like, hey, I can't control this. I can't help it. And then I want to be with y'all, but on shot days, just a friendly reminder, I am slower on those days. Within the first 24 to 48 hours, I am slower. And that's just the way it is right now. And I'm trying to get healthier for our family. So I'll be around here longer and have more activity levels in the future. But I for sure this week had that shot level fatigue, which it's there. For me, it's very prevalent. And I've done other videos too about how much leaning into riding the wave of the shot with appetite suppression and just riding the wave. Don't fight. For me, I'm not fighting my fatigue. And as always in all my videos, by the way, I have to say, I'm not a healthcare provider. Always talk to your own health. This is not medical advice. Talk to your own healthcare provider. But using LMNT electrolytes has been instrumental too to help with that, because before it was truly a vitamin deficiency, mineral deficiency type thing. And so with LMNT, it has in there magnesium, potassium, and sodium to help replenish because I'm sweating so much. I've been having a stick a day, or there's sparkling electrolyte cans, which are amazing. I will link those down below if you want 8 free sticks with any purchase. And the discount too, by the way, with Bioptimizers, I'll link in the description link below. But that fatigue, riding the wave with that, how I talk about riding the wave with appetite suppression, riding the wave with the shot day fatigue. Now, the number, where are we? Number 6, my clothes have changed. My clothes have very much changed into what I'm wearing. And so I had cover-ups to feel a little bit more comfortable. The pool person's here, our pool person's here. my outfits have changed. I'm wearing shorts on this vacation. If you want all of my fashion things, I've been talking about it in my free encouragement group, which I'll link down in the description link below, but also my bathing suit attire. Around the pool, it's made me feel very comfortable with my loose skin. Now, you guys know I am obsessed with, I have a loose skin cream I'm obsessed with. I put that on before I go to the pool, but there's still a lot of loose skin, and that's not going to absolve itself even with intermittent fasting for me unless I go to a plastic surgeon. And so changing up my clothes, these pool cover up pants, they're see-through. I'm going to buy them actually in black. I have them in white. And then it's like a crochet top. And then I have my, underneath that, my rash guard. Is that hot? Yes. But was I able to, and there's my bathing suit. You can see my legs. There's my legs in there too. Like she has legs in her photo and a big floppy hat. I'll link on Amazon. The Gucci hat I can't link on Amazon, but everything else I will. Down below for my clothing and my shorts for bike rides, we talked about this in my free encouragement group. If you're not akin to wearing shorts, for me, I haven't worn them in decades, since college. And so to be wearing shorts is like this new revelation. Now, I still have jeans on right now. And I have some Amazon jeans that I love too. I need to update my clothing. I'll make sure my Amazon clothing haul is updated down below. But these new clothing choices, dresses. I mean, this is, and you guys have seen my dresses that I love. So it's been really nice to wear these new fashion clothes, going from a size 24 now down to a size 14. I bought some size 12s because I wanted to see how far off for this trip I was. Honey, they were not buttoning. And in fact, my 14s are getting a little bit tight because I can tell that I've had dessert and things like that. But that's the cool part about this. We've been going to get dessert, and I've been allowing myself to have dessert on vacation. I'm not living like a nun here. I'm enjoying my vacation. I love all my love to nuns too, by the way, no disrespect. And so we've been going to get ice cream cones. I saw someone on TikTok, when they would go to Dairy Queen, they would get a kid's ice cream cone. I've been doing that, 150 calories. Those Dairy Queen ice cream cones, I told my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. It's so good. And so for 150 calories, that has been an awesome indulgence. They'll have whatever. But for me, having that has been awesome. So I wanted to recommend, like, switching up my desserts has been really helpful. But having those protein shakes too when it's hot outside, that's not a dessert. But it feels delicious when everyone's having like pina coladas or frozen drinks or things like that. I'm like, I'm going to have my protein shake. I'm not going to have the sugar. I'm not going to have I'm not going to have the sugar on that. So anyways, bye sweets. Those changes. Now I want to know from you, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goal? What changes are you incorporating in for your lifestyle changes? For me, this has been huge. I mean, these changes have been like light bulb, like, oh wow, this is what Eli Lilly means, making these permanent lifestyle changes. So I want to encourage you to make sure, if you haven't already joined my free encouragement group, it's down in the description link below. You don't have to do this all by yourself. You can have support of thousands of countesses and counts. It's a strong army of our countesses to help you not be by yourself. And if you know somebody who is just starting GLP-1 medication, share my group with them. Just make sure they answer all the questions frequently with people who are referring to the group, which I love, by the way, I love. People aren't answering the questions and then they get declined. So make sure you answer all of those questions. Sweet friends, our emoji for today is going to be a ring, a circle, a ring. And that's like our bat signal for twofold. One, it tells me that you've made it this far in the video. And if you have, I want to get to know you better because I care. And two, I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I will uplift you in positive thought. It's kind of like our bat signal way of me to get to know you very easily, where I can look through a lot of comments easily and pray over people and think over people too. And I want to know what you're doing for your vacation that's different. I'm super curious. Like I'm like dying to know. I'm dying to know everyone's stuff. So tell me in the comments below, and we'll do another weigh-in. If you guys like these kind of videos of the weigh-ins, tell me. Happy to do another. Next time I legitimately will make sure I weigh in. It'll be after vacation. I'm sure the scale will probably go up, and that will be okay too. Or maybe I lose weight, or maybe I don't lose any weight, and that's also okay. Really celebrating and enjoying the season of rest and relaxation for me, and not, you guys know, many of you are like me, we're type A overachievers. So taking a pause, taking a beat, and allowing myself the gift of rest can be hard. And it's one I'm still learning. So sweet friends, I'm so grateful for you. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.